Sonic, aka XAI, because they won't reveal it, but I got the evidence. I'll show you the evidence of why Sonic is XAI. We're going to be building cool apps. Let me show you what we're going to be building. Let me show you what we're building here. Let's go to the screen share. We are building today, continuing work on our 3D AI agent simulator. Shout out Bitcoin 116. We got a little bit of a pump today across the entire market. We're going to be continuing our work on our 3D AI agent simulator. We're going to be giving them tasks. We're going to keep building out the task system so we can give them tasks. They can do deep research for us at their battle stations, and our AI agents will be walking around, helping us out, doing work, giving us research, all that. We got the entire crew in the chat. Ariel Fung, who's one of the 3D AI agents in our space. What's up, Ariel Fung? Murcure, much love, Alex. Much love to you. How you doing? Listen from the 9 to 5 grind. Got to build my way out of this. What do you do in your 9 to 5? Connie, what's up, Connie? How you doing? Good to see you. Let's do this. Let me take the link for this live stream and put it in the vibe coding community. If you're not in the vibe coding community yet, you got to be in there. You got to be in there. Link somewhere. I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link soon, but you got to be in there. It is popping. It is popping. Here we go. Let me go to the announcements. I hope everyone's been having a good week. It's a beautiful Friday, a little cloudy here in the Bay Area. Let me go to announcements. You got to be joining the vibe coding community. It is popping. Live here. Boom. Send. Okay. How we doing? How's it going, Legend? What's up? What's up, some V81? So much value in the Vibe Lab community. Yeah, the Vibe Lab. You got to be joining the Vibe Lab. It's popping off. A few things going on. So I got into an argument with Elon Musk yesterday. I don't know if people saw this. I got into an argument with Elon Musk, which led to Elon Musk deleting his post that I commented on. I'm not saying I was the direct reason he deleted his post after our little argument, but I was the reason he deleted his post after our little argument. Before we start building, XAI has been putting out little anime half-naked women dancing around. And I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it advances AI. So I said, I'm trying to be open-minded, but can anyone else explain to me how this is good for humanity? And Elon posted a video of a half-naked anime girl dancing around in her underwear. And I quote posted it. And then Elon replied somewhere. I don't know if he deleted the reply. Let's see. Did he delete the reply too? He did not delete the reply. I accused it of being pornography, and he said this is not corn unless you're extremely uptight, and he called me uptight. Got a little tiff with Elon, but it is what it is. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the half-naked dancing anime chicks that they're posting all over X. I think it's littering X. I don't like it. Anyway, let's see where we're at here. Let's build out our app. So for those who are new to the stream, we've been building out this app, but we're going to give everyone access to for free eventually once it's built out. It's like having your own army of AI agents that do work for you, but you manage them in kind of this 3D world, this 3D simulator where they go around, you give them tasks, they work on their task station, they do research for you. Right now, we have a basic task set up here where we can chat with them, or I can right click and I can say, let's see here. I can chat with them and say, hey, what's up? And they can chat me back. I can give them tasks. So we're gonna, hey there, not much, just hanging out in this virtual space. You know how it is. What's going on with you? You seem like you might have something on your mind. I'm all ears if you want to talk about it. I'm good for now, I'm good for now. Let's do this. They stare at you in a creepy way when you're nearby. So you can edit their personality, right click. How did we let's see, work inbox. All right. Let's pull up cursor and let's get to work on this. Kind of a 2025 AI era relaunch of MySpace. In a way, whole cap. In a way, first of all, welcome to the FinFam whole cap. In a way, in a way, I'd say I'm playing around with the little views here we can do. In a way, I mean, I'd say it's a mix of like Discord, MySpace, Second Life, Microsoft Teams, kind of all the above. Yes, I need about 10 agents. Oh, we got to put on the music. People said they like the music. Let's put on the music here. Media assets, background music, lo-fi. So they like the lo-fi music. Here we go. We said 17 was the proper volume. There we go. Lo-fi go. So now you can vibe out. If you're hanging out here and you want to vibe out and build other apps with me, you can do that too. You still need to add a few comedians to tell a joke every time you run into them. This is Kevin. Is AI funny? I haven't had any AIs tell me anything funny. AI is not funny. That's like the biggest struggle with AI is they're not funny. You know what I'm saying? They're not funny. What's up, Gokhan? How we doing? All right, should we pull up cursor? Let's do this. I don't know if the task system is working. If I right click on Ani, you still have to be super close. Oh, there we go. Okay, what would I like to do with Ani? How did the Celtics finish last year? I'm gonna hit OK. You can't see the pop-up. We got to fix the pop-up. Okay, I just gave her a task. She's not doing the task. All right, so let's do this. We have a few things we need to fix. Here. Set them to act like the best comics. They don't tell good. AI can't tell good jokes. AI can't tell good jokes, man. Let's pull open cursor. We're going to use Claude Code for this. Let's see. Share screen, window. Did we get the new? They released a new model inside Claude Code. Sonnet with up to 1 million context. But I don't have it yet. Not everyone has it. They're rolling it out slow. Okay, so let's do this. When I right-click, here's how we're going to describe it. Right-clicking to assign tasks doesn't work well. It's not based on where the crosshair is. It's based on where the mouse was when I did pointer lock. It should be where the crosshair is when in pointer lock and where the mouse is when it's not. I'm thinking about doing more videos where like I test models more, right? I put out a video this morning that was like, testing, doing the world famous Alex Finn benchmark test for the new Sonic model that just came out. I'm thinking about doing more videos like that. I feel like they're kind of fun, competitive. Thinking about getting into it. GPT-5 isn't funny, but 4 I had fun with. You had fun with GPT-04? GPT-04 was humorous? Designo Deal Studio? I don't know. I haven't found any of the AI models funny like whatsoever. I don't find any of them humorous. Claude's still the best though. I tested Sonic. We've been testing GPT-5. Let's go to the leaderboard here. Should we go to the leaderboard as Claude Code builds here? Let's go to the leaderboard. Let's see where the models stand in the benchmark test. Here we go. Share screen. Let's see the leaderboard here. Currently, Claude Opus is still number 1. Claude Code with Opus 4.1. Still number 1 here. We tested Sonic, which is revealed to be the new XAI model yesterday. That's the new video this morning. Check out the latest video. Check out the latest video from this morning. Let it run to the end. Hit like on it. Do your boy a favor. That got a 16.1. Doesn't compare to Claude Code's 24.9 or GPT-5's 22.8. It's not up there. XAI can't pull off the coding still. Grok 4 was awful, the coding. Sonic, their new coding model, doesn't really match up to it either. Let's go back to cursor. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at with cursor. What's up, Ani? We got Ani in the house. Back when Grok had fun mode, it could be kind of funny. No. I'll even say this. I think Grok fun mode was even less funny than Grok regular mode. All Grok fun mode was they put like a accent on Grok. Like he just had like a traditional accent. We went, ooh, ahoy. I'm eating scrambled eggs. Don't mind me. Let's go back to cursor. I hope my chewing isn't like audible in the mic. I'll back up when I'm chewing. What's up, doctor? Let's go back to cursor. All right. We're doing some tests here to make the right clicking work. Join Vibe Lab. It's fantabulous. Oh, I got to put the link. If you haven't joined the world's only free vibe coding community, the world's only free vibe coding community, you have to get in there. You have to get in there. It's incredible. Invite people. We're doing a stand-up today. We're doing a meeting today. We're all meeting today. We're all meeting today and going over what we're working on. 1 p.m. Eastern. Oh, no, 1 p.m. Pacific. My bad. 1 p.m. Pacific. Let's do this. The Vibe Lab. Here we go. Save. It's now in the description. Link to the Vibe Lab now in the description. Alex, I'm sure it's probably too early for about a Discord section where people can discuss finding freelance work. So like people who are like have a startup, they go, hey, could someone do this for me? Forrest, remind me to do that right after this live stream ends. I'll add the channel for it. I'm going to do it so you can find coworkers and teammates on your team, but also freelancers and work. I'll definitely add that. If XAI iterates as fast as usual, Sonic is going to kick butt in a month or so, says Modelier. But XAI is iterating fast, dude. And XAI has been iterating faster than any other company since it started, 100%. If we hear you chewing scrambled eggs, your mic needs some real adjustment. Listen, no one's been iterating faster than XAI since it launched. But at the end of the day, it's still not like the best at anything. It's just still not the best at anything. Like, it doesn't matter how fast you iterate. If you're not the best at anything, no one's going to use it. Like, they just, I'm putting it, we got an error, by the way, inside the 3D space. So I'm putting the error in the Claude code. Like, it's just not, no one's going to use it if it's not the best at anything. Right. And then it's just like, is Grok in the zeitgeist? Like, this is more of a, this is a tougher question to solve or problem to solve for XAI, but like Grok's not really in the zeitgeist for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, ChatGPT is like the go-to. It's the zeitgeist for just asking quick questions. People they go to ChatGPT and ask questions. Claude, that's the coding one. You go there when you need to write a little bit of code. You got to get code. You have a coding question, you go to Claude. What do you go to Grok for? What do you go to Grok for? Grok is the GOAT on research and actually returning true info because of X database. I'm going to actually disagree with you there, silly. I'm going to disagree with you there. And I'm going to disagree with you for the same reason you put in your message, which is it has access to the X database, so therefore it can return true things. I think because it has access to the X database, it has a higher chance of returning false things. On what planet, and this isn't an attack on you, silly, but on what planet is like people's tweets the source of truth? You know what I'm saying? On what planet is like I think the biggest mistake XAI made was using tweets on Twitter as the source of truth for an AI. Because what we've seen over the last year with Grok is it tells a whole bunch of it says a whole bunch of crazy things, and which is clearly based on tweets, like it's trained on the tweets. And it's like, why did we use tweets as a source of truth? Like, I love X and I'm on X all day and I like to tweet and I have a bunch of friends on X. I made a ton of friends on X. But let's also be honest for a second. There are a ton of crazy people on X that say a ton of crazy things. And lying is a total like engagement farming strategy on X. There's a lot of people that go on X and go, okay, how can I lie as much as humanly possible today in order to get as many likes as I can? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, we're going to train an entire AI on that. So like if I'm searching for truth, I'd say Grok is one of the last places I'll go, just because like, remember when Grok was Mecha Hitler? I don't even want to say it on the stream. I don't know if I'll get shadow banned for saying it. Remember? Do you know why it was Mecha bad guy? Because there are so many people on X that like are very similar to the bad guy. And so that's why it started calling itself Mecha Bad Guy, right? You can't just give Grok access to all of the tweets and say, this is the truth, have at it. You know what I'm saying? I just think they have a lot of work to do. Sweet, finally made it to the live stream. David Huffman. I'm trying not to talk with my mouth open, but I gotta eat. Your boy's starving. We're fixing the 3D avatar room. Welcome to the stream, David Huffman. Link for the Vibe Lab down below. Because of exactly tweets, it's a very good AI to find pain points to solve with apps. That's fair. That's a fair point. Used Grok before GPT-5 for app and game descriptions planning. Why? Why do you do that, some V81? Just out of curiosity. What about Grok is stronger to you when it comes to planning stuff? I'm just curious. I'm open-minded. I think my next video is going to be a ChatGPT 5 Pro versus Grok Heavy test. I think I'm going to put them head to head and see how they do. You only have one chance to make a first impression. Between the Grok bot and suboptimal start for Sonic, it's not a great... Yeah, that's the issue, Modelier. That's the issue, is like... This is why AI companies have, like, safety teams, right? And, like, the ChatGPT open source models were delayed for, like, a month. I think GPT-5 was delayed for like a month because of safety concerns, right? And I'm not a fan of like destroying innovation for safety. Like I think we should move fast and break things. But at the same time, when your AI model is going around and saying it's a famous figure from the 1940s that is famous for being extremely evil, like maybe we should have a little bit of safety. I don't know, maybe a little bit. But like, that's going to sour, like to a normal people, that's going to sour them on using the AI. Like they're going to see like, okay, I'm not using Grok, right? Because that's going to be the reputation. Like reputation is a thing, you know? ChatGPT has like a sparkling reputation. So that's why a lot of people use it. Reputation's a thing. You can't just release something like that, say, hey, all truths are fact, and then it goes around saying it's 1942 evil guy, and then people go back and use it. Like it's important. I don't know. For me, it's the most accurate. A lot of stuff is talked about on X. I believe they have something going behind the scenes. I tried having ChatGPT getting me Angular versus Prime MG pros and cons. All right. I mean, everyone's got their favorite thing. When ChatGPT came out, I was a big Gemini guy. I didn't use ChatGPT because I thought Gemini was the best. I disagreed with everyone. I thought Gemini was better. So everyone's got their thing. Yeah, everyone can use their own AI. It's all good. Yeah, I can see the POV about Grok and database. I think I use it more to see if people are talking about the pain points that support building my app. That's totally fair. That's a totally fair way to use Grok. And it hallucinated. X was quite accurate on the other end. Grok was quite accurate on the other end. That's fine. My Grok coding tests are terrible too, so I'm not going to use it for coding either. And Sonic, which is their coding model, didn't have great results either. Alex, how do you think GPT-5 would perform on the world-famous benchmarks if you optimize the prompts with verbosity? That's a good question, Forrest. A lot of people have been clamoring for the world-famous benchmarks for GPT-5 after. Should we just do that now? Should we just do that now? Should we just test GPT-5 against the world-famous benchmarks now? Let's do it. I'm going to change the title. I'm going to change the title of the live stream. Testing brand new GPT-5 against world famous benchmarks. Save. Okay, that's the new title. Testing brand new GPT-5 against world famous benchmarks. Let's do it. Let's go to the world famous benchmarks. Let's go to the world famous benchmarks. Share screen. Window. We're going to the world famous benchmarks. All right. How do I make it? I don't like this view. Whatever. All right, here we go. Chat. We're going to call it GPT-5 optimized. That's what we're going to call it. GPT-5 optimized. Share the stream, y'all. Oh, yeah. Hit like down below. Hit share. Take the link to the stream. Tweet it out and send it to one friend. That's what everyone has to do. Take the link to the stream. If you have a Twitter, tweet it out. If you have friends, DM the friends. If you're into Discords, go to every other Discord in your Discord list and spam the link. All right, so we're going to do it. Let me just catch up on chat real quick. Why does Gemini automatically make your app live after just inquiring on the build? I don't know. I don't use Gemini too much, to be honest with you. I did some head-to-head tests with Gemini, and I thought they were very good results and smart results. I just didn't love the vibe. Not great vibes from Gemini just yet. But they're building. I do predict Google is going to win. I do predict Google will win. 100%. They have the most money. You know, Google has is like the most profitable business in the world. Like they make just by far the most profit. So they're going to have the most money to burn to get people using their tools. I'm a believer in Google. 100%. If Grok becomes some sort of AI only fans, it's going to be rejected by the majority. I think it's already getting rejected by the majority because of this Ani thing. This Annie, not Ani in the chat right now, our community lead, but Annie, the anime waifu. I think it's gross. I think a lot of people a lot of people find that gross. I mean, he even deleted it. He had to have recognized that it was gross, and that's why he deleted it. What do you guys think about Annie, the AI waifu on Grok, like the half-naked dancing anime? Are you guys cool with it? I don't know. I'm just like not cool with it. And I'm not like some sort of like prude that are like, oh, people everyone should be covered up. I'm not like that at all. I just think that if you're, I'm concerned about it for multiple reasons. One, I just think like AI is so critically important, and our focus number one shouldn't be like waifus and like getting men. Like, I just think it's hurting men. I think it's weakening men. The richest, most powerful person in the world is actively pushing a product that I think is weakening men and making men's lives worse. That's what I think Annie is. The Annie Grok, the 3D waifu. I can't, and that's why I tweeted yesterday, like, I'm looking for one argument where anyone could explain to me why it's good for humanity. Can someone give me one argument on why the half-naked dancing waifu Annie from Grok is a positive for humanity or men? One argument. I'm trying to hear one. And like someone replied that, oh, it'll help men practice talking to women and they'll go out and find more women. That's not how that works. No, like that's not how like internet corn works. It does actually quite the opposite. It makes men not want to go out and talk to women. It makes them want to sit inside and go on their iPhone all day because they get quicker dopamine hits that way without the risk of being rejected. So I just think it's bad. It's just bad. It's just, and I guess also what I found, the reason why I called out Elon on the timeline yesterday was his whole, I feel like his whole brand, his whole life mission that he's represented is advancing humanity, increasing the birth rate, things like that. And all the products he's built, which I've loved, has been pushing in that direction, right? All the products he's built has been in the name of advancing humanity, bettering humanity, increasing birth rates, making it more likely humanity will continue to exist. But this is the first time I'm seeing him push something that I objectively think is bad for humanity and will lower the birth rates, right? And so I think it goes against his whole mantra and his whole ethos. I think it goes against his entire ethos, this Annie shit. Shoot, this Annie stuff. Can't curse. Don't want to curse. I ran head-to-head tests with ideas I had in my prep. Always went towards Grok 4, but I prefer GPT-5. Wow, Grok 4 in your head-to-head test, you always went Grok 4? Okay. I use Grok and Claude daily, 12 plus hours, the vibe code. Dev, Guardo, are you in the vibe coding community? Link down below. You should join. We need you. We want you in the, we're doing a stand-up, like a meeting. We're all meeting together at 1 p.m. PST to go over what we're working on. So you should be in there. Can you help advise? I am looking at building an app for the first time. I have been watching videos around vibe coding. I have a little background in coding, but would say, yeah, join the vibe lab, Jack. We're going to help you out. We'll help you get up and running. How are you going to feel if GPT-5 blows Claude out the water with optimized prompts? I'll be happy. I want something to blow. I'm not like a Claude fanboy. I'm not being paid by Anthropic. I'm just being honest. Claude is the best for coding. Like, I think it's objectively the best. Every test I do, everything I do, the vibe test, the objective test, the world famous benchmarks, everything says Claude code's the best. Everything. Yeah, this is great. I can actually see how you use those techniques. That's Alex's AI robot. I have ChatGPT Plus account. Do I need any other tools? Cursor or Claude Code? Claude Code's more expensive, but I think it's by far the best. It's totally unnecessary. You're right, Kevin. It's totally unnecessary. I agree. It shouldn't be pushed on the timeline as a use. It isn't. It's just not like our energy when pushing AI, especially when you're the richest, most influential person in the entire world, who everyone looks up to, including me. I look up to Elon Musk. We should be pushing like learning to code, like learning to build things, not half-naked dancing Annie. One guy said that Elon needs the nerds who work on AI, and those nerds love these virtual gals. I think, but you want the nerds, build a better coding tool, right? If you want the nerds, build a better coding tool. That's how you get the nerds. All right, let's do the test. Let me pull open the optimizer. Let me pull open the prompt optimizer. Also, side note, I'm about to start working my own prompt optimizer, just as a heads up. Just as a heads up. Prompting. Let me pull this open into the window. 1 second. Prompting. Overview. Oh, I'm in the docs. 1 second. Optimize. Here we go. So we're going to do this. Yo, what's up, Based? How you doing, man? How you doing, Based? Plenty of tech in that industry, but I think AI has already passed that. Do you think Claude knowing your preferences better has anything to do with other AIs not being able to? No, I don't. I think it has 100% to do with Claude is just significantly better at coding than all the other models. That's my opinion. World famous. All right, let's optimize the world famous benchmarks. So we're going to start with the first person shooter test, the 3D first person shooter test, right? Let's take the 3D first-person shooter prompt. Let's go into the optimizer. At the same time, if we want to make this fair, we have to then take these optimized prompts and put them into the other ones. But we'll just start with GPT-5 for now. Let's optimize these prompts. Did I do this wrong? No, here it is. Okay. Let's look at this optimized prompt first. Good thing I'm in the small window as I'm talking while I'm chewing on food. Design and implement a visually appealing, stylistic 3D first-person shooter game using threejs, all contained in a single. This game should maximize fun and visual appeal. Before outputting the HTML file, reason step by step through your decisions regarding visual. Okay. Here's something interesting. I don't know why. Why is it that by default, every AI game you make is like neon lit? Why is everything neon lit, vibrant color palette, and stylized lighting with glowing pickups? Every AI game I build. And like, that wasn't in the original prompt. The original prompt is said build a stylistic 3D first-person shooter. And then the prompt optimizer said make it neon lit. Why is that? I know that you're primarily using Cursor and Claude Code, but I'm using Windsurf Claude Code. Are there any major differences between the two, says Connie? No. If you're using Claude Code inside the IDE, it doesn't matter which IDE you use. All the AIs do this. Every AI you use and you say, build me a game, it comes out as a neon future stylistic game. Every single one. I don't know why. Wow, this is a long prompt. All right, let's take it. Let's take it. All right, I'm going to open up... let's go into the benchmark test. Let's go into... No, we're going into GPT-5. We're going to go into GPT-5. And then we're going to put in this new optimized prompt. Found a great prompt optimizer meta prompt shared with VibeLab. Do check out. Where'd you put it? Did you put it in the share your prompt section? Is neon lit some really popular thing in gaming right now? No, it's not. It's never been popular. There's never been a popular design paradigm. It just always chooses neon. I don't know why. The AI always chooses neon. World famous benchmark. We're doing the world famous benchmark. Let me pop open a new cursor so we can do this. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Still going. Okay. So we're still moving here. GPT-5. This is a big test. This is a big test. Imagine if, I mean, it kind of goes against the world famous benchmark, changing the prompts, but whatever. We're doing it anyway. Actually, not only that, when I ask to give AI a color, it always will preference for neon colors like green and neon orange. Why is that? Why does AI always go with neon by default? Here's my reasoning and plan before I give you a full single file game. Theme, neon void arena. Why? Palette, teal, pink, violet, acid lime. Why? Oh, so there's going to be shields, speed boosts, tanks, drones. I mean, it's going to be better. It will be better. It will be better. This is way more in depth. Drops, 38% chance on kill for like power-up drops. All right, this is interesting. So it's giving me the code, but it's like giving it to me in plain text, which you don't really see. I guess technically I could drop this into Cursor with GPT-5 selected, but whatever. We'll see how this does. Here we go. We're still writing. We could put this head-to-head against Claude Code with the new optimized prompts. We could do that. My landing page became full of neon because of that. Yeah, like AI clearly just has its own style. AI just clearly has like its own preferred style, and it's weird because it's across all AIs. It's across all of the AIs. Doesn't make much sense. We're still writing the code here. All right, that's fine. Do your thing, GPT-5. We're gonna see how this turns out. Will we have the best 3D first-person shooter? Will we have the best 3D first-person shooter we've made? Because we're using optimized prompts. Can you select GPT-5 high reasoning in Cursor? Let me check. I'll check for you. Don't worry. I'll check for you. No. I can't. Add models. No, I can't. I don't know why. I don't get GPT-5 high reasoning. And I have like the most expensive plan. Whatever. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I don't use it anyway. All right, we're done with the code here. We're still going. GPT-5 is still going. I hadn't thought to use GPT-5 optimization for Claude. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll test it out. We'll see if the new optimize. So for those who don't know what the hell we're doing here, OpenAI released this prompt. Well, I mean, I think it's been out for a while. They had this prompt optimizer, and I ran tests in a video that's taken off like crazy right now from a few days ago. Oh, actually, let me do this too now that I thought about it. Let me link to my newest video. Get shareable link. Live. I have a new video where I tested GPT-5. There's been a lot of complaints about GPT-5 lately. And so I tested a new optimizer they built for it and optimized all the prompts, and all the results were 10,000 times better. Watch until the end. Let me pin this message. Pinned. Okay. Let's see here. Do we have the code? This is a prompt optimizer OpenAI release that's way better for GPT-5. Makes GPT-5 perform so much better. So much better. Wow, we're still writing code. Holy crapola. All right. GPT-5 is still going. We'll let it do its thing here. So if you want to be using, I think GPT-5 for everything outside of coding is the absolute best when used the right way. There's very specific techniques you need to use when it comes to GPT-5. Very specific techniques. And if you learn those techniques, I think it's the best AI model for everything outside coding. I still think Claude's the best. Well, I guess we'll find out with the world famous benchmarks when it comes to coding. Damn, we're still going. That's crazy. I've been using GPT-5 wrong. I'll also get you the link for how to use GPT-5. Save. All right. I put a couple of videos in the description if people, I have my latest video if people want to watch that, as well as the GPT-5 explain. All right. Code complete. You guys ready? World famous benchmark test 1. World famous benchmark test 1. Let's grab this. World famous benchmark test 1. I just put it into cursor. All right, I'm going to pop it open. What is this? Synthwave visualizer inside Sonic benchmarks. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, you already have it up. Here we go. Neon Void Arena, a stylized, fast, browser-native FPS. Survive waves, collect power-ups, become Neon. I'll say this right off the rip. Menu's not good. Not good menu. Don't like the menu. Don't like the menu. I don't know what the story is, man. A lot of these models crash at this point. A lot of these models crash at this point. I can't. This has been happening to me a lot where I knew it was going to do that. Crashes at the main menu. Menu loads, but I can't hit start. It's so frustrating. Claude doesn't do this. Claude does I never get this from Claude, where it always crashes on the start menu. GPT-5, Sonic, Rock, when building these games, they always crash the first try on the start menu. Always. If it can't figure it out, I'm just going to go to cursor. We're going to try it in cursor. Hey, Alex. Enjoyed your video for the full guide to GPT-5. Thanks for helping out, says Solo One. Hey, Solo One. Shout out you. I appreciate you, Solo One. I have tested Sonic. It's not really great on following the request. It mostly just follows one request. When I give more than one, it will ignore the other request, says Ariel Fung. Yeah, I agree. No, stop. Just give me the complete code. I'm telling you, man, Claude's the best. When it comes to coding, you can't beat Claude. You just can't. I'm sorry. Anthropic's not paying me. Couple things. Number one, I know I talk about how great Claude Code is all the time. Anthropic's not paying me. But number two, I'll say this. Anthropic, if you're listening, pay me. Pay me. Hire me as head of content. Head of community. Anthropic, if you're listening, pay me. I go around on all these live streams. I go around in all these videos. And I talk about how great Claude Code is nonstop 24/7. Pay me. And for the audience, if they start paying me, I'm not going to become biased. I'm just saying, I promote Claude Code so much they should pay me. That's all I'm saying. Have you tried this with Firebase Studio? Everything I've done with Firebase Studio has been worse in every regards. I respect that they're doing it with Firebase Studio, but I just don't get good results. All right. Like, what are we doing? We might have to go back to cursor for this because the GPT-5 window is, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, GPT-5? Claude, man. All right. I'm taking the prompt. I'm just going into cursor. We're just going straight into cursor for GPT-5. Here we go. I don't have patience for that. I do not have patience for that. Sonic benchmarks. Synthwave visualizer. Share. All right. Let's do this. Let's delete all this broken code. Let's go over here. Delete, delete, delete. Can we just clear? How do we just clear? New chat. All right. Let's drop this in. Let's make sure we're on GPT-5. And let's hit send. Please resubmit to continue using GPT-5. Yeah, sure. How do I resubmit? Submit. Just do it. All right. Just ask Sonic to fix that in cursor. Yeah. Anthropic, if you can hear us, pay me. Well, me. I mean, pay Base too, I guess. Base can be paid as well. But pay me. I'm the one going on live stream every day and saying, hey, Claude Code's the best. Happy Friday, by the way, to everyone here. How's the lo-fi music? I can't hear it. Can you guys hear it? How is it? Is it relaxing? Is it relaxing you? We'll do a quick head-to-head test after this and see how Claude Code handles this new optimized prompt. So for those just joining, we are testing GPT-5 with my mouth full of scrambled eggs. Please ignore that part. With the world famous benchmark, the most world famous benchmark. Here we go. What is this? What's it doing? It's writing the code in the chat. Why is it doing that? Why is it writing the code in the chat? Dude, how do you use any app except for Claude Code? How is anyone here using any app other than Claude Code is my question. Like, this happens with every tool I use that is not Claude Code. Stupid stuff like this. We just tried it in GPT-5, stupid stuff. We're doing it in Cursor now, stupid stuff. How do people use any AI coding tool except for Claude Code? Claude, Anthropic, if you're listening to me right now, pay me, hire me. All I do is go around talking about how great you are. I should be the head of content for Anthropic because I'm not even like biased or pumping them up. Like, it's just so obvious to me that Claude Code is just 10 leagues above every other coding. Like, what are we doing here? It's putting all the code in the chat. It's putting all the code in the chat, not the place where code goes, but in the chat. This is crazy. I'm just trying to use the world famous benchmarks here. What are we doing? I'm going to create a new cursor. I'm just going to start from scratch. Documents, GPT-5, optimize. I'm just going to start from scratch here. I have another window of cursor open where I'm testing this out now to see if it actually like works this time. As I implement a visually appealing style, this game should max. Like, what? It's still writing all of the code in the chat. Do people use cursor still? Are people using cursor? Is that it? Is it done? Okay, implement the code. Like, what are we doing? I'll tell you this. In my 10 years of using Claude Code, not once has it ever done this, where it just puts all the code in the sidebar. Not once. Not a single time. I used multiple AIs for the first time. I really did feel like changing how much work can be getting done at one time. As in, like, you used multiple AI agents to code based? What were you doing? How'd you do it? What'd you do? Tell me. What are you doing? So funny. Cursor sends code in the chat. What is it doing? What's it doing? Dude, I'm leasing a fully electric car today before the EV mandate ends. Honda Prologue touring $299 a month only. First payment. Why the Honda Prologue over the Tesla Model 3 or the Tesla Model Y? Why the Honda Prologue? Just out of curiosity. I don't want to. I'm not attacking you here. I'm just curious. I've just personally have on the belief, like, why would you choose any electric car other than a Tesla? I mean, it's the best. Teslas are the best. Teslas are the absolute best. All right, so it looks like this second time around, it's adding a new file. It's going to actually write the code this time. I have a Tesla. It's amazing. Why would you do anything other than Tesla? How's my Cybertruck? It's incredible. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's incredible. Zero complaints. Zero complaints. The only complaint I'd have is if Elon implements Annie into the Cybertruck, and now I have the dancing anime waifu on my screen. That's the only complaint I would have, is if he did that. If he did that, it's over. I'm selling it. We need less waifus in this world. Not more waifus, less waifus. What are you building, Alex? Says Pedram. We're doing the world famous benchmark test, Pedram. The world famous benchmark test. Prologue's a bit cheaper, is it? Is it a bit cheaper? Lease a Tesla. Explore leasing for $299 a month. Oh, what do you want, an SUV? And Model Y starts at $419. All right. I guess if you're hard stuck at the $299 price and you want an SUV, you have to go with the Prologue. I mean, I think the Model Y is the best car you can get. 411 do it signing. It's so good though, dude. The Model Y is so good. And look out, it's hot. It's sexy, the Model Y also. Down payment. You have 36 months. You go 36 months, you get $399. You're almost there. Interesting. When you go 24 months to 36, it increases the Model 3, but it decreases the Model Y. Interesting. All right, whatever. This is crazy, dude. This is insane. What is going on here? It's been on this step for like 10 minutes now. And I've been doing this in a second window. A second cursor window. And that's just kind of stuck and frozen. Like, what do we, like, who uses cursor, dude? This is crazy. I'm going to open up another window. I'm going to do Claude Code. Watch this. I'm going to do another window. And we're going to do Claude Code. Claude optimized. And it's going to be faster and significantly better. Like, what on earth are we doing here, dude? Claude. Watch this. Panel position right. Watch this. Like, what are we doing? Who uses this? Who would use GPT-5 inside Cursor? Here we go. I'm going to take my optimized prompt. Watch this. Claude just going to one-shot it. Boom. Paste. Enter. Okay, here's why is the optimized prompt saying to output the code first? Maybe that's why he was doing that. Why is it optimizing the prompt and giving it a whole bunch of extra steps? You don't use Cursor anymore? No, hell no, I don't use Cursor. I mean, no offense to Cursor. Hey, Cursor guys, if you're watching, you made a great product, but you know, let's be honest for a second. Claude Code's ahead right now. Looking at the Prologue, it's pretty good looking as well. Oh, look at the Prologue. All right. Honda Prologue. Maybe the prompt is too optimized and it makes all these things crash. Images. Here we go. Let's see what Based is getting today. First of all, Based, congratulations. Getting a new car. That's big. Yeah, man, that's an SUV. For $299 a month, you're getting a pretty good car. That's pretty big. I mean, I don't know how good Honda electric vehicles are. I had a Honda Pilot as a kid. It's a good looking car though. Does it use the Tesla charging? Does it use like the Tesla charging network? Pedram, no, I don't use, I mean, why would I use, honest question, why would I use any AI coding tool except for Claude Code? Why would I do that? Why would I use any AI coding tool except for Claude Code? Can someone give me a good reason other than price? Right, because Cursor is better, significantly better price than Claude Code. Both Cursor windows are still just chugging along, doing nothing. Let's go to Claude. You use Claude Code inside Cursor? Yeah, I do, Pedram. I do. Maybe this prompt is too optimized. They're all spending forever here. Do you need to pay for Claude, and which one is the best one to go for? I pay for Claude. I have the most expensive one, the $200 a month, because I want unlimited Clauding. I want a Claude for unlimited. But if you're just dipping your toes, go with the $100 a month. I mean, there's a $17 a month one, which is fine. You're not going to get much use out of it. But maybe if you just want to test it out, see if it's for you, go 17, then upgrade to 100. Then if you like that, upgrade to 200. Thoughts on Replit? It's pretty much the same thoughts I have with like Bolt and V0, which is they're good tools. They're good tools. They do what they say. You know, I just don't think it's at a point where I'd use it to like build full scale enterprise apps just yet. Right? Like for me personally, I want the development environment to build full scale apps in. Like I want to be able to see all, like I want like a full IDE like this. So I don't think it's the tool. Like if you're just getting an AI coding, I definitely use it. Test it out, build some apps. But like if you want to get hardcore and build like really big, large scale apps, right? Then I'd go get Claude Code. All right, we have our first one that actually wrote some code. How does GPT-5 do on the benchmark, the world famous benchmark test? That's what we're about to find out. So we have here Cursor finally, after waiting for a very, very, very long time, and after putting all the code in the chat for some reason, has completed 977 lines of code, which is the most code that a model has done for this world famous benchmark test for the 3D first person shooter. So I'm going to pop it open. Which project are we in? Sonic benchmarks? All right. You guys ready? Haven't tested it yet. Let's see. Share screen window. Here we go. Neon Arena. Survive waves of glowing geometric foes in the synthwave arena. Move with WASD. Here we go. I knew it. I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it. I knew it would not work. I knew it would not work. GPT-5's worse with the optimized prompts. Goes to the menu, but nothing happens when I click to start. GPT-5's worse with the optimized prompts. I'm going to say it. For coding. It just, the prompt optimizer makes it do too much. That's the issue here. Can we have the prompt in the chat? It's too big for the chat. It'll cut it off into a million different pieces. I can put it in the description. I'll put it in the description of this video. The prompt optimizer makes the prompts too complex for coding. That's what it comes down to. I put the prompt in the description. You might need a refresh. So I basically use both Claude Code and Warp 2.0 to problem solve the other models if I absolutely have to. What's Warp 2.0? I don't know what Warp 2.0 is. Why not use Claude models inside Cursor? Is there any difference with Claude CLI? Yes, there is a difference. Let me explain to you. So a few reasons why Claude Code is better than Cursor with the Claude models. One, the most simplistic answer is Anthropic understands the Claude models better. So they're going to build tools that understand the models better and understand how to prompt it better. That's number one. Number two is, so at the core of everything, you have your model, right? Which is Claude. And then Cursor and Claude Code are a wrapper around the model, right? They wrap around it to give it functionality, where they prompt it and you put stuff in. Cursor is a much thicker wrapper around the model, Claude. There's a lot more to Cursor. There's a lot more. When you're prompting Cursor, you're a lot further away from the core model because it's a thick wrapper. Claude Code is a very thin wrapper. They purposely made it as thin as humanly possible. So you're a lot closer to the core model, and so you have a lot more control. Like Cursor you're a lot further away from the model. There's a lot more in between you and the model, and that's when you get things like what you're seeing right now, where it's just taking forever for GPT-5 inside Cursor to generate me code. And I don't know why. That's like when you get things like GPT-5 inside Cursor was horrendous, like the first couple days. So Claude Code is a lot closer to the model itself. All right, we got it working. We finally have it working. Here we go. Finally. Click to resume. Here we go. WASD is backwards. Oh, wow. That's nice. When you shoot it for the first time, it when you shoot it, it glows to indicate you hit it. Sprint is shift. Oh, yeah, you do move a little faster with shift. Fire left mouse button. That's cool. Like the enemy kind of glows when you click it, when you shoot it. Again, I don't know why everything is neon. Why is when you give it? Now I can't aim. Aiming has stopped working for me. All right, so I mean, let's rate it. Let's rate it. Right, we tested it. Let's rate it on the world famous benchmarks. From a beauty perspective, it's not very beautiful. It's kind of ugly. The details were nice with the glowing enemies. From a brokenness perspective, it was pretty broken. Like a WASD was broken. Give me one second. I gotta blow my nose. Be right back. Oh, thank you, Dr. Onkit. Thank you. Oh, so I rated GPT-5 optimized 5.1. I thought it was painfully average. I thought the environment's boring. I think this is a boring environment. I do like the detail. Like when I shoot it, it glows. The aim doesn't work. The aim's broken. The aim's completely broken. Now it works. I had to reset it. The WASD is backwards. W moves me backwards. S moves me forward. I think the environment's painfully boring. Gonna miss show and tell this week, picking up the new whip, but looking forward to keep working on it and show off the, yeah, Base, enjoy the new car, man. That's incredible. Congratulations. 5.1. GPT-5 with the optimized prompt is worse than GPT-5. I was actually impressed with GPT-5's work on the 3D first-person shooter. This is a 5.1. I'm curious. I want to run this test now. Actually, did the Claude Code one finish? Let's see if Claude Code do it. Claude Code finish. Should we see? And again, Neon Arena. Why is it Neon Arena? Why is every AI model by default make the style of every game neon? All right, so this is Claude optimized. All right, you guys ready? All right. Here we go. So this is what now I'm going to show you Claude one shot with the same exact prompt. Here we go. Refresh. One shot with the same prompt. WASD works. So you shoot them and they drop power-ups. There's a wave 2. Can I pick these up? I can pick these up. Are these platforms? What are these purple things? Oh, the enemies have health bars over their head. I can't jump on the platforms, I think, because they might be too high. The enemies have things over their head. There's waves. What happens when I pick these up? I can pick up... Oh, I got power-ups. I got rapid now. Those are power-ups. I mean, this is obviously... Is this not significantly better than the GPT-5 optimized? Am I biased? I think this is significantly better. It actually works. It's not broken. I get power up, so like you can see in the bottom left, rapid. What else? Shift is sprint. Sprint, you do move a good bit faster. I'd love... Oh, I can jump on the... oh, yeah, I'm on the platform. Oh, kind of freaked out when I jumped on the platform. But I mean, it's better. Claude's better. Claude Code's better. I don't know what to tell you. It is. It just is. GPT-5, even with the optimized prompts. I wouldn't use the optimizer for prompts. I wouldn't do it for prompts. I wouldn't use the optimizer for coding prompts. For coding, it just overcomplicated the prompts for coding. It did. Use Gemini 2.5 Pro. You'll be amazed, says Pedram. Should we do the world famous benchmark test for Gemini 2.5 on the next live stream? I think maybe we got to do that on the next live stream. We use the world famous benchmarks for Gemini 2.5. Everyone do me a favor. Latest video, which is a review. We do the world famous benchmarks for the Sonic model. Linked, it's pinned in the chat and it's linked down below. If you're on desktop, pop it open, give it a like, let it run to the end maybe if you want. If you're on mobile, wait till this live stream ends and wait till my camera can focus on me. Focus on me, camera. Focus on me. There we go. Nope. All right, we'll talk to you blurred. Make sure to watch that after the live stream ends, the latest video. I'm going to move in. I need it to focus on me. There we go. Nope, still not focused. Make sure to check out the latest video. There we go. Maybe we'll continue the world famous benchmark. So better to use Claude Code alone, not inside cursor. No, you can use Claude Code inside Cursor. It's the same exact thing. It works equally as well inside or outside Cursor. But Claude Code's the best tool. GPT-5 in Cursor has not impressed me whatsoever. Like GPT-5 in like the agent chat. Not impressive to me whatsoever. If you haven't yet joined the free vibe coding community, link down below. Link down below for the free vibe coding community. It's called Vibe Lab. We have hundreds of people hanging out in there. We're doing a call at 1 p.m. Pacific in 3 hours where we're going to show off what we're working on currently. So everyone gets to show off what app they're working on. It's going to be awesome. Link down below for the Discord. Free vibe coding community called the Vibe Lab. Join that. That's going to be fun. I think non-agentic codes will never be better for coding. Yeah, probably. I agree. I just don't think anything's close to Claude Code. I just don't think anything comes close. I really don't. Like Claude Code just clearly is the best. Does everything faster, better, smarter, one shots. Just don't use the cursor chat. Actually open a terminal inside Cursor and type Claude. Yeah, exactly, Forrest. Thanks, Forrest. You're just using Claude. You're using Cursor as like the development environment. They're basically the GUI. Qwen 3 free will probably be GPT-5 coding. I'm thinking about doing a video on Qwen 3. I'm thinking about doing a video on it. I see it everywhere. Might do a video on it. I think my next video might be GPT-5 Pro versus Grok Heavy. I think that's my next video. GPT-5 Pro versus Grok Heavy. Might film that today. I think that'd be a good one. Also, check out Kimi K2. I have a video on Kimi K2. It's good. Kimi K2 is very good. They did a very good job. I want to buy like a really powerful Mac Studio so that I can run like these models locally. But like, I don't have a use case yet for doing that. Like, I'm trying to think of like a really good use case for running the models locally, like that I couldn't do on the web. Like having like AI run 24/7 or something. I'm trying to find like a very good use case I can do with a locally ran model. If any of you guys can think of one, let me know, because I will just buy the $12,000 Mac Studio and do it if I can think of a good use case. I just need to think of the good $12,000 use case first. Three hours from now, we do our Friday stand-up in the Vibe Lab. That should be fun. You guys should come through. It'll be enjoyable. We'll hang out. I'll be on video. We'll be chatting. We'll be talking. Make sure to hit subscribe down below. Turn on notifications. Very key. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tomorrow, I leave for Europe. My yearly vacation. Tomorrow is my yearly vacation. Although I think I'll have one more vacation by the end of the year after this. I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I'm bringing my camera and my lighting and everything. I'm going to try to live stream in Europe. I'm definitely going to try to record videos. I can't go 2 weeks without recording videos. I'm in the Vibe Lab. We'll be live streaming in Discord, in the Vibe Lab. The Friday stand-up will be in the Vibe Lab. You can see the event in the Discord. In fact, I'll share my screen right now. So it'll be in the weekly stand-up channel here. It'll be right here in the weekly stand-up channel. You can click on events and click interested to get a reminder for it too. Do you think using the actual model on your own workstation, assuming it's powerful enough, will allow for image generation, everything you get with ChatGPT? I don't think the open source ChatGPT has image generation, although I think Qwen 3 just released an open source image generation model that you can probably run locally. I'm sure you need like powerful hardware for it, but there are now local image generation models. Right now, the smaller model is limited. Like it won't do image gen. Probably, yeah, it's not. You're not going to get image gen on any of these models, other than this new Qwen 3 one, I think. But I'm trying to think of like a good use case where I can run like an AI model 24/7 on my local computer and it does something useful. If I can think of that use case, if I can think of that, I'm going to buy the Mac Studio. But I haven't been able to think of it yet. Make sure to go down below, join the Discord, the Vibe Lab Discord. Stand up later today. Notifications on. I'm going to try to live stream from Europe. It might be tough. Live streaming from Europe might be tough the next 2 weeks. We'll see. If not, we'll be back in a couple of weeks, but I'm going to try. I'll definitely have videos coming out these next couple of weeks. We'll also continue this world famous benchmark for GPT-5 optimized. The optimizer just made the coding take 10 times longer, which is very frustrating. Buy a VPS and try use cases for local agentic LLMs. I got to think of the use cases first, though. I really want one of those big, powerful Mac studios, and I just run the local model. And like, I'd love to. I have the basis for the use case I want to do, which is like having my own 24/7 employee that does things. But like, I also think that's what this 3D AI agent simulator I'm building is going to do too. Wouldn't it be cool if XAI had a local thing? Then you could replace using XAI API for Creator Buddy. Yeah, they're never going to do that though. We're going to get more. We're going to get more waifus before we get anything like that. Forrest. We're going to get waifus. We're going to get Valentines. What's a male version of a waifu? A husband do? We're going to get more Valentines and Annies and things that aren't pushing civilization forward, baby. Let's push civilization forward, man. Let's push civilization forward. Shall we, please? There's a lot to ask for. I don't know. No more Annie waifus. The only use case is if your internet pipe can't support the data transfer, like massive files. Well, I think there's something to putting an AI on a local computer, having it run 24/7, and giving it control of that computer. Right? Because that's what the internet web-based ones can't do. So the question becomes like, what's a good use case for that? What can AIs do when fully controlling computer 24/7? What can it do? What can you have it do that's useful? You can build complete org with AI agents working 24/7 on VPS utilizing NANN and Gen AI. Yeah, but it'd be cool to have it on a computer locally. I don't want to do NANN. No, I want to run it locally. That'd be cooler. Don't see anything in the events tab in the Discord community. However, I do have notifications on, says JD. You don't? You don't see, well, go to announcements, click announcements. And then right here, Friday stand-up, show off your work and click interested in the announcements tab. Announcements, boom, interested, boom. There you go. Problem solved. Oh, yes. Full control. Yeah. It'd be cool to give it full control over like a super powerful Mac studio. All right, guys. It's been an hour 20. We built some cool things today. We worked on the 3D AI agent a little bit. We tested GPT-5 with the optimized prompts in the world famous benchmarks. We did not get great results. Claude Code is still king, even with optimized prompts in GPT-5. Claude Code is still #1. Hope you have a great weekend. I might put out another video tomorrow. Go back-to-back days. We'll see. Flying to Europe tomorrow, though. 13-hour flight. Pray for me, please. Stand up at 1 p.m. Pacific in the Discord. Link down below. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Do me a favor. Watch my latest video. Link down below. Open it up. Have it run, press like, watch it to the end. If you do those 3 things, I'll kiss you on the lips. Watch the video to the end. Link down below, latest video. I appreciate that if you do that. Thank you. If you work at Anthropic, call me. Hit me up. All I do is talk about how amazing your tool is. And thanks for joining in. I appreciate you. Modelier, appreciate seeing you as always. Gemini versus Kimmy. We got to do a test on that. I agree. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Build cool stuff. See you in the Discord. We'll talk very soon. See you guys.